You're watching NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey. The final playoff picture, schedule, bracket, matchup times, dates, you name it. It's all here. We're going to break it down for you guys. We'll also do some playoff predictions for you guys later in the week. NFL draft order, coaching hot seats. The offseason for most teams are here. The rest, it's all about playoffs. If you want to stay in the know, make sure you guys are subscribed. We did our AFC Playoff Picture overview like 7 hours ago, depending on when exactly you're watching this video. 7 hours when we got the next one out, because we take care of you guys. Hit that sub button for us right now. After a thrilling Sunday night football game, the Lions, nothing to play for, take down the Packers, sending Seattle to the NFL playoffs. We're going to break down with a specific focus the NFC playoff picture and where things currently sit on that front. Well, finalized, I should say, excuse me. The Philadelphia Eagles have clinched the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Congrats, Philadelphia. More on them in a little bit. The Niners and Vikings secure the 2 seed and the 3 seed, respectively. The Giants are the 6 seed. The Cowboys are the 5 seed. Bucs are the 4 seed. And Seattle sneaks their way into the 7 seed. You see the matchup and times on there. Those were announced moments ago before filming. Niners, Seahawks, 4:30 p.m. This is all Eastern time, by the way. Saturday. Vikings, Giants, same time on Sunday. Bucs, Cowboys is your Monday night football matchup. We also have the AFC. We won't spend too much on that. Check the comment section. The breakdown preview of all those games is in there. Chiefs, the 1 seed. They are, of course, on bye. Bills, Dolphins, Sunday, 1 p.m. Bengals, Ravens, Sunday, 8:15, Sunday Night Football for the AFC North back-to-back games being played. And in the classic AFC South playoff spot, Jags, Chargers, Sunday Night Football, also on NBC. But of the 7 playoff teams in the NFC, Eagles, Niners, Vikings, Bucs, Cowboys, Giants, and Seattle, who will end up winning the NFC this year? I think it's pretty wide open. Let me know in the comments section. I think, especially last year, NFC's open. You saw the Cowboys look like garbage against the Commanders. The Bucs have not played very good football. The Eagles are getting a little bit healthier. Jalen Hurts was back. Somewhat uninspiring win over the Giants' third stringers. The Seahawks needed overtime to beat the Rams. The Vikings were playing the Bears' number 1 overall pick tanking team. The Niners actually great against the Cardinals. There are flaws with all of these teams. There's no clear cut yes, this is the best team, which probably means the Eagles are a good bet to win the NFC because they have the bye. They get another week for Hurts to get healthy. They finish the year on a high note, unlike the Cowboys and others. Philadelphia has that advantageous bye. It does not mean it's a guarantee they get to the Super Bowl or whatever, but byes certainly do help. It keeps them fresher as long as you come out prepared and ready to go. So are the Eagles the best team in the NFC? I'll make this the pinned comment on today's show. Maybe there are some Niners voters in there typing in no, which is totally fine. It's your opinion. Why for yes and for no? Let me know in the comment section. Now, coming up next, we're going to break down every single NFC wild card round matchup. Super wild card weekend. 3 games this upcoming weekend, which is always fun for NFL fans. And if you want to make it more fun, bet on the games. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code NFL to bet on every single playoff game. I'll run through the odds one time here real quick for the games I know are out. The Bills are 10-point favorites. The Bengals are 6-point favorites. The Chargers, 2.5-point favorites on the road. Minnesota, only a 3-point favorite at home. The Cowboys are a 3-point favorite on the road. As of filming, there is no update on the Niners-Seahawks spread, but I feel pretty confident saying the Niners will be favored in that game. Go over to BetUS, chatsports.com/bet, and use promo code NFL Daily for 125% deposit bonus. Seahawks, Niners. Let's start with that game. The last of the playoff matchups to be finalized. San Francisco at home once again. This will be the first of our playoff matchups this year, opening things up on Saturday. Niners should be pretty heavily favored. I've been really impressed by San Francisco. Of all the teams in the NFC, or at least the ones playing this weekend, this is the one I've been most impressed by. Their defense is fantastic. They can run the football, and Brock Purdy has been surprisingly, and in a good way, steady at the helm at the quarterback position. After you lose Trey Lance, you lose Jimmy Garoppolo, you make the move to Purdy, Mr. Not So Irrelevant. I've been impressed by San Francisco. Credit to Seattle. No disrespect to them, by the way. No one thought they'd be here. We were all correct when we said Seattle would have a top 5 pick. Not the pick we thought was going to be number 5. Thanks, Denver. But that is where we're at for Seattle. They've impressed. They sneak into the playoffs. Big tip of the cap to the Detroit Lions there as well. This is a much tougher matchup than the Rams were. I think everyone's going to be picking San Francisco outside of the extreme Pacific Northwest. Who do you guys have, though? SF for the 49ers, SEA for the Seattle Seahawks. Head down to the comments section. Get those predictions in. Let's move to the Giants and the Vikings. We're not that far removed from these teams playing each other. Just a couple of weeks ago, it came all the way down to the wire. Christmas Eve, Vikings win 27-24 on a game-winning Greg Joseph field goal from 61 yards as time expires. Giants players had made some comments. They didn't think the stadium was that loud. That's not going to go over well for this matchup. Minnesota only a 3-point favorite against the Giants, who closed with a big win over Indy in between losses against Minnesota and Philadelphia to clinch that final playoff spot. Maybe things would have been different with some officiating calls against the Commanders, but I'll tell you what. No one thought Brian Dable would get this team to 9-7-1. No one believes in Minnesota up in Vegas. 3-point home dogs against the Giants that are 9-7-1. Minnesota's 13-4. Our own Vikings host is a bit anxious about this game. Should be a good one. I think it does come down to the wire. The Vikings only play close games after all. And Brian Dable will have his team ramped up and ready to go. Vikings had to play this Sunday, at least somewhat, to help keep their chances of getting the 2-seed alive. They, of course, did not. They kind of benched everyone at halftime. Vikings at home. Who do you have? MIN for the Minnesota Vikings. NYG for the G-Men, the surprise playoff team this year. Get those predictions in for me in the comment section. Our Monday Night Football matchup. The Dallas Cowboys, 3-point favorites, by the way, on the road after they look like absolute dog you-know-what against the Commanders to wrap up Week 18. The offense had nothing going. The last time the Cowboys looked that bad on offense, they were playing this Bucs team in Week 1. Dak Prescott said to Brady after the game, "We'll see you guys again." And he was right. After all, they play to one of these teams will have their season end the same way it began, by playing against each other. That is a Monday Night Football game. Told ESPN and especially Troy Aikman pushed pretty hard to have the Cowboys on that one. Brady and the Bucs have not been right this year. They are a sub-500 team, and I've seen it before. Sub-500 playoff team at home, they often find a way to get the win. Cowboys are 3-point favorites, but even Cowboys fans have trust issues with this team. Who do you guys have? TB for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, DAL for the Dallas Cowboys. Let me know in the comments section. One last time here, just an overview of the finalized playoff picture, dates, times, etc. Chiefs on bye. Bills, they are the number 2 seed. They will, and then the Bengals are the 3 seed. So in the end, the whole coin toss, I'll speak for Bengals fans, BS, didn't end up mattering. Bills take on the Dolphins 1 p.m. Sunday. Bengals get a rematch against the Ravens Sunday Night Football on NBC. And it really is just, they put the AFC South game on Saturday Night Football on NBC. They do it every year except the year the Titans are coming or on the bye. They always do it. Jags, Chargers, Lawrence versus Herbert. That's a fun matchup. Very funny, by the way. Think about this. Or actually, go back to the AFC. Sorry, real fast here, Coop. I want to mention the quarterbacks, right? First-round pick Mahomes. First-round pick Allen. First-round pick Burrow. First-round pick Lawrence. First-round pick Herbert. First-round pick Lamar, I think. We'll see if he plays. First-round pick Tua. In the NFC, meanwhile, you've got second-round pick Hurts, seventh-round pick Brock Purdy, fourth-round pick Kirk Cousins, sixth-round pick, but also the GOAT Tom Brady, fourth-round pick Dak Prescott, first-round pick Daniel Jones, and second-round pick but journeyman Geno Smith. It's the haves and have-nots from the draft standpoint. Kind of funny how that all worked out. By the way, one more note. Every wild card week matchup is a rematch of what happened at some point earlier this year. First time in NFL history that has happened. Niners, Seahawks, Cowboys, Bucks, and Vikings, Giants. If you are ready for the playoffs, show us you are by liking the video right now.